Hey guys, welcome to the next tutorial for ethical hacking and penetration testing via Kali Linux. So in the previous tutorial, I explained it to you as to how we can go ahead and install the VMware tools. In this tutorial, we will be going ahead and configuring each and everything. So just to cover the basics, here we have the system settings, the root, whether it's available or busy, system settings. You can go ahead and change the background over here. I'll be changing it to something light so that it will be easier for you to see. So I'll just go ahead and select this, and after that you have the brightness unlock, and you can go ahead and configure your, I'll just go ahead and keep it to fast, and sensitivity would be this much, and perfect. Okay, everything else is perfect. So just go ahead and configure, and when you start it for the first time, your Kali Linux, you can see it over here, the specific thing that your sound is turned off. So in order to turn it on, you need to go ahead and click mute, and then you can go ahead and increase its volume, and no matter how much time you go ahead and make it, it will still be mute when you go ahead and start it, because Kali needs to be quiet when you start it for the first time. And we need to go ahead and get the source files first. So in order for us to go ahead and get the source file, I'll show you how to go ahead, and first things we need to do is whether to check whether we have the correct repositories, because if we don't have the correct repositories, then our system will break when updating. So you can go over here, insert my computer, file system, etc, and we have apt, that's aptitude, and the source list, we have it over here. And by default this will open in VIM, and I don't actually support VIM, so I'll go ahead and change it to, let's see what we have. We have leafpad over here, so I'll set it as default, close, and it will open with default. Perfect. I'll just overwrap it. So as you can see that we have one, okay, we have these, or specific, we have only one, you can say as one specific repository, but we need all of these which we have officially from Kali Linux. Sometimes they don't update it. So as soon as you open your browser, that is Iceweasel, you will see Kali docs over here. Just click on that. If you're connected to internet, it will straight away take you over there. So let me check if I have, I think so, I have the connection on. Let it load perfectly. Okay, so once you have it over, you can see Kali source list repositories. Just click over here. So as you can see that we have 3 repositories over here. One for the regular repositories, that means the updates. One are the source repositories, that means any extra installation that you need other than the operating system that has in its default, you will get it over here. And these are the bleeding edge. You won't need the bleeding edge unless you are a developer. And since you are watching this tutorial, I will believe that you are not a developer and you are just trying to learn Kali Linux or hacking. So we need only these 2 repositories. So what I would be doing, I'll just select each and everything, delete, and since this is a period list file, if I go ahead and type pound, it will go ahead and convert that into a specific comment. So I'll just type, and I'll go ahead and copy it, regular repositories. I'll paste it over here, and I'll go ahead and copy these 2 repository links, and I'll paste it, and then I'll type source repositories, and I will go ahead and copy everything from over here, and I will paste it. Perfect. And just one thing, most of these people out there don't know about this. Just in case you want to speed up your updating process, just go ahead and convert this HTTP to REPO. I can just go ahead and copy the same and paste it over here and save it. And when you go ahead and try to update, you will get much better speed, because it will go ahead and try to get its latest network mirror than directly downloading from the source web server. So once we have it, I'll just close, open this terminal, and since we need to go ahead and update, we don't need to type. If you are a Linux user previously, you might be wondering that you need to type sudo, that means super user do, every time to go ahead and get a root access. But as you can see, we have already the root access over here, root@Kali, so we don't need to type sudo every time. We can straight away type whatever we want, and it will directly run through root. So I need to go ahead and get the update, so I'll just type apt-get space update. That means aptitude get update. So it will go ahead and check all the updates that it has, connect to its web server, and give me back the result whether there are any updates or not. So by the time it's getting updated, I'll let you know about some few other things, that is installing this on MacBook Pro, which I have not yet taught it to you. I've only let you know as to how we can go ahead and install this normally, and we also have to check the live USB version as to how we can go ahead and install that as well. So, and also we have the persistence inside that. So just let this update. And just remember that unlike Windows, over here we cannot install multiple things at one time. We need to install one at a time so that its source does not break, else it will break. That's the reason. So just let it complete. By that time it gets all the updates, I'll show you some few other things. You can check applications over here. We have several things you can go ahead and notice. We have the Arduino chip, that's Android programming, just in case you wanted to hack into Android. And these are a few different things that we can see over here. The best part over here is Kali Linux. It has more than, you can say, as 200 tools for hacking, each for a specific purpose. So that means if you have Kali Linux and you know how to use it, that means you have almost half of your hacking knowledge. That's how it will be. It has included Ruby and Python installation, and as well as Perl, so you don't need to go ahead and install it separately. To start Python, just in case, you can just type Python and it will start the Python 2.7 version, which is by default. If you want anything else, then you can go ahead and select that as well. So you need to go ahead and right click, edit menus, and in order to activate the Python version, you can go ahead and select it from over here, 2.7 and 3.2, the normal version which we will use. And this is the default Iceweasel. If you want, you can go ahead and install Tor browser as well, just to go ahead and browse safely and securely. And these are the ham radios, the radio chirp, and these are the Wireshark, which you would use for sniffing and spoofing, EtherCap, and which I would be teaching you later on. So as you can see that we have several tools. These are the top 10 security tools which we have over here. AirCrackNG to go ahead and crack wireless hacking, Burpsuit to crack password, John the Ripper, Maltigo to gather information, and Metasploit is the best that we could ever use. SQLmap and Wireshark again, and Nmap for OS fingerprinting and stuff. And then we have, for information gathering, we have DNS analysis. We have all of these things, in which I consider ZenMap and DNS Tracer the best. We have intrusion detection, identification, live. So you can see that now you can understand that why Kali Linux is far different from any other operating system we have ever seen. I believe we have all the headers. Okay. So this is one of the reasons that it has n number of tools, or you can say it has all the tools that any person can need to go ahead and do anything. Routing analysis, vulnerability, web application, passwords, be it anything from social engineering to exploitation, it has everything. So as you can see, coming back to our updates, it has checked all the updates, and let's check if we have any upgrades. That means any updates. So I can go and apt get upgrade. We have 433 MB of updates that we need, which I would not be updating as of now. Or if you want, you can also go and type distribution update upgrade. And okay, we have a total of 730 MB of files, which will update each and everything. And I won't be installing that because it will take a very long time. So no. And I'll also go ahead and type install a few things that I would need. That would be gedit. That's an editor. Okay, apt get install gedit, and yes, it's a 4 MB file. It will take quite a bit, I believe, to go ahead and install that. So by that time, I'll let you know as to how we can go ahead and install MacBook. This is it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'll be teaching you about installing Kali Linux on MacBook Pro and configuring it.